Wednesday, Tuesday. I don't know. It's one day. I think it's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Wow, I'm like way off on my days. I just thought of that. Yeah, today's Wednesday. Oh my goodness. So we are in June 2nd. Now that I figured out what day we're in, oh my God. You know something? It has been a while. So I am back with another Simply Earth unboxing and a project. So we have a new project that we're going to be working on. We're going to unbox this box here and we are going to smoke. So let's get this down and let's blaze family. So how have you guys been? Are you guys faring well? How is the summer months for you? I know it is hot in Phoenix. We are still in Flagstaff where the high today will be 72, which is amazing. I love this weather. It's also why it's the dog's favorite place to be, is because they can wander around, go in and out of the trailer, and just kind of relax in cooler weather, especially since it's like over 100 degrees in Phoenix. So, first things first, let's smoke. As always, guys, fuck cancer, fuck anxiety, fuck depression, in with the good and out with the bad. Woo! That was a nice, tasty one. So, we are tasting today high class cannabis. And this, I even have boxes. This is Gorilla Glue Hybrid. So it is a beautiful, 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 but it is almost gone. So I'm just kind of smoking out the bottom of the container at this point in time. But I have another one of theirs. I love their branding. Their branding is so pretty. And then their box. I like their branding. It is really kind of nice. It's simple, it's elegant, and it works. So, look at that stuff. Okay, let's do this one more time, just to make sure we're good to go. So, what did you guys think about the big box that we unboxed last month? We now have a smaller box, one of the monthly boxes that goes with the larger Simply Earth bonus box. So I have that out for you today. I have all of that on the table. I have the new box for June, or May. The new box for May. June isn't here yet. And I brought some of the workbook with me today so that you guys could see what I was talking about when I told you last time about the class that they allow you to take. So, as always, guys, fuck cancer, fuck anxiety, fuck depression, in with the good, and out with the bad. Seeing is kind of important. We're going to go ahead and set this back down over here, because that tip is really hot, and I just don't have space for it. So, as you guys remember, we made chapstick last time with our beetroot extract, with our beeswax, and with some of our other stuff. So, I wanted to kind of make something a little bit different, something a little easier, something a little quicker. And so, I opened up the box so I could cheat and see what recipes were this month. So, let's jump into here. This is how this month's box came, purely because I actually ordered a couple of extra things because I messed up last month's project. Big time messed up. So, first thing we're going to do, we always get our cards. I love my cards. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I purchased separately, which would be the wax, the beeswax, the castor oil, and then just for good measure, lavender. I love lavender. It is one of those things that I could just sit and smell forever. So, oh, it smells so good. Oh, it smells amazing now that I got it on my lip. Go figure, right? So, those are the 3 items that I bought this last time, just to kind of replace what I had been working with, because I kind of made a boo-boo. What happened was, it wasn't, the candle burner wasn't working quick enough, and it wasn't getting hot enough to melt the beeswax. So I decided to take my torch here and heat it up a little bit. Well, in doing that, I exploded the jar, and it went everywhere. It was a big mess. So we are doing this different today. So here is this monthly's box. So we don't need that one anymore. So I love the monthly box, and there is one thing I really want to kind of point out, because I actually just learned this today. I just turned the box over today and saw it. However, you can see up here, this box gives hope. 13% of all profits go to ending human trafficking. That is a beautiful thing for me. I am all over this, and I've been kind of going through trying to see which subscriptions I want to kind of let go and which subscriptions I want to keep. This is one of those subscriptions, and oddly enough, it was almost on that you know, the butcher's block, that cutting block to get it cut off, until I saw this. 13% goes to ending all human trafficking. Is something that we really, really, really need to talk about. It's something we really, really, really need to get more awareness behind, because there are so many children out there that are fighting just to get a good meal, not get hurt by whomever it is that loves them, and maybe, you know, learn something. And it's tough for a lot of these kids. I was one of those kids. I was trafficked by my mother. I was actually sent out of state to her uncle to be with. I was groomed for that. I didn't realize that until I was older, but I was groomed for that. My mother was abused by him when she was younger, so it was my turn. And that's basically how it was put to me, is that it was my turn, and that we all had to take a turn, and this was it. So I don't know if this uncle was the hierarchy of our family at that time when they were all younger, or if he just had that much intimidation behind him. So ending human trafficking doesn't just apply to kids that are getting taken over borders, or kids that are being locked up in state facilities because of entering the country illegally. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and not enough people are standing up for the children. I will be one of the first people to tell you right here and right now, I'm fucked up because of my childhood. Fucked up. You can't get sold by a parent and have your other parent go, oh wow, and not be fucked up from it. And that's basically what had happened, is my dad didn't want the responsibility of taking on children. He also had a pretty serious drug conviction when he was younger, when I was 3 or 2 or something like that. I was like 2 or 3 years old, and my father had gotten picked up. He had sold 100 pounds of cannabis, medical marijuana. Well, it wouldn't have been medical then, but marijuana, to an undercover DEA agent. So my father went to prison, along with his girlfriend at the time. My mom and my dad had been divorced, and my father and his girlfriend went to meet this drug guy, or whoever, who happened to be the DEA agent, and they picked him up and they put him away right then and there. There was no pass and go, no collecting your $200. You're done, motherfucker, you're done. Well, in doing that, I guess 3 or 4 days had gone by, and all I know about this woman is she had dark hair. It's all I can remember. Different parts of these dreams different parts of my life come to me in dreams or nightmares. And this woman was the dark-haired lady. That's all I knew about her. That, and she had given me my favorite doll. I mean, granted, I was young. I was, 2, 3 years old. But it was the soda pop dolls that had sand in them, and they crocheted the beautiful dresses and everything else. So and that's all I remember of this woman. Well, 3 or 4 days had gone by, and this woman asked to see the investigator. And she said, "Do you know about the little girl in the trailer?" And the investigator goes, "I'm sorry, what?" She goes, "There's a young child, 2 to 3 year old little baby in the trailer that we left there alone to sell you drugs because she was taking a nap." I guess by the time that the DEA agent, because he got off the phone and went straight to that trailer, I guess when that DEA agent got there, he was so floored that I was okay, and that I had just been sitting there watching cartoons and eating cereal, because I knew how to make that, I guess. If I was hungry, I got something. If I was thirsty, I got something. That he, like, I guess knelt down on the ground at the doorway and just bawled. He's like, I was so afraid I was going to get here and you were going to be dead, or something was going to happen, or something. And he goes, and you were just sitting there, just so sweet, watching your cartoons with your bowl of cereal in your mouth. And I had this dream for many nights in a row. And finally, I was probably about 14, 15 years old. And I had lived with my dad for a couple of months. And I had asked my dad about it, because I wanted to know. I wanted to know who the black lady, or that dark-haired lady was. I wanted to know if this was true, because I keep remembering different parts. I remember this police officer, and I'll tell you what, his brain, or his image, is just engrossed in my brain. And I remember him crying. I do. I remember him crying. I remember him saying something to somebody else. It wasn't me. And he wanted to go kill my father because of what he had done. He goes, you know, he had a lot of really amazing things to say about me, of which I don't remember. I just have a letter of at this point. He's like, but he goes, I was sure you were going to be dead by the time I'd gotten there. My biological father left me there. Never said a word. Not one word. Nothing. His girlfriend did. And I don't know if it was because she sincerely had a love for me, because I think there was something there, or if she was afraid that it was going to, if something happened to me, she was going to get a worse sentence, because it would have. So she did come forward. Thank God she came forward. I don't know how long I would have stayed in that trailer. I don't know if I would have been okay. But this is an issue that is very near and dear to my heart. Of course, I grew up. They sent me back to my mother. My mother then sold me to the highest bidder, or to however that worked. So this is something very near and dear to my heart. So I will not be pulling the subscription, because I want to make sure that funding still stays there. I know it's not a lot. I do contribute yearly to different organizations for sex trafficking victims, to keep education up, to keep just things going in the right direction, because children are our future. And if we break them, like we broke our generation, we're not helping our future. And that's what happens, is we end up with all of these children that are there, and they're being abused, and they don't know how to get out. And when they do ask to get out, they don't get any help. I know that when I got in trouble with my uncle, he wanted to make sure to drive the point home. So he would get, he would tell me, write a letter to your mom. It's that time again. And then he would make me put the money in the envelope with the letter to my mom for me. He wanted to make sure it was very, very clear that it wasn't my life. It was theirs. And that's what these kids go through. It's not something you could understand as an adult going through it, because I don't know, I still have a hard time reliving some of this. I still wake up screaming. I still wake up doing this and all kinds of stuff. Right after surgery, I was actually sitting on the couch over here, and my husband was sitting in a chair. I guess I was sound asleep, and then all of a sudden I jerked and I started doing this, and he's like, what the fuck? And in doing that, of course, I'm now screaming because it hurt. It was right after surgery. But it's these things, we damage these children. We damage us. They're damaged. After that, I mean, my whole adult life, I had a really hard time focusing. I had a hard time holding on to myself. I had a hard time figuring out who the fuck I was, because that was a big thing. When I decided to make this channel, was the minute I figured out who I was. It was the minute I figured out, something, there is so much more to life than alcohol and anything else in the world. I want to do something better. And so I decided to make this channel. Well, I decided to make this channel on cancer and cannabis, because I was able to cure my cancer with cannabis. But there's so much more. I use cannabis to help with my mental health on a daily basis because my mental health is very, very diminished. It's I can feel me regressing back to that kid and wanting to hide. I can feel me hiding away from people that I see and that I've known for years because I have that fear or that anxiety of walking out that door. These are things that we don't need to do to our children. These are things that our children don't need to do to their children because we are damaging the next generation that are supposed to help us. They're supposed to take care of this planet, take care of us, take care of all of this. So I'm going to stop myself there because this is like something I could go on for hours and hours and hours with. I will tell you, I am going to be coming out with my story. I have started recording it. It is a very difficult thing for me to do. So it's taking a lot longer than I expected. You're not supposed to be afraid of the person you love the most. That's never supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be so angered by someone that you love the most that you want to hurt them. And that's what's been going on. And it's this horrible, horrible, horrible cycle. And so I'm hoping that with doing little things to help the next generation, we can start healing our country, healing our children, healing our adults that are broken. These are all things that need to be done, and these are all things that can be done. And, you know, I'll tell you what, marijuana has really, really, really helped me with that too. I don't know where I'd be without marijuana today. Simply because it really, I mean, I was on so many pharmaceuticals that it was insane. I shouldn't have been walking around more or less driving or working. And it was, you know, from everything. It was from the pain. It was from, you know, the physical pain. It was from the emotional pain. It was from the memories of pain. I mean, it was all of these things. And you can't focus on who you are until you discover where you've been. And that's where I'm at right now, is discovering a little bit more about where I've been. Simply because I don't remember so many things. I remember the abuse. I definitely remember the abuse. But I don't remember school. I don't remember school friends. I don't remember any friends. I remember my brother. He was my best friend. But I don't remember any friends. I remember one toy growing up, and that was this little fairy doll that she sat on this platform, and you push this button, and she would fly, and she would just go in circles, and then she'd land and be in the story. That's the only toy I remember growing up. And it was all self-preservation. My brain decided it couldn't handle it anymore, so it had to forget. In order for me to be a person, me to be alive, me to feel me, it had to let go of that. It had to make it go away long enough for me to say, okay, now I need to start healing. And that's a lot of what happened. I have a degree in criminology and sociology. I worked with many people and couldn't apply the same techniques to my own life. And it is very common that happens. And so I tell you now, and I encourage you, if you guys are ever running into any types of these problems, please seek help. Please talk to somebody. I've been doing that. It hurts a lot, and it hurts a lot at first. And it still does right now for me. But it does get better. I promise. So please talk about it. If you are in a situation that you need help getting out of, please reach out for help. There are a million resources out there. Please reach out for help. If you are under 18 or you know somebody that's under 18, have them call the 1-800-4-CHILD number. And that's the actual number. I actually memorized that number when I was a kid because they played it on TV when I was going through it. And I always wondered, what would it be like if I called? What would it be like if I called? Because what would they do with me? I didn't have a mom that cared. She sent me to get abused. At that point in time, I didn't feel my father cared because, you know, he was never around, never bothered to do anything. And it was tough. It was really, really tough. So please, 1-800-4-CHILD. Let's start making today better for those kids. Okay, now that we're done with that, I know, heavy one. Oh, I'll tell you what, I have made this caramel latte. I've been practicing. I love Starbucks. I am a huge Starbucks fan. Love Starbucks, love coffee. I'm like, coffee. Think of me as Peanut with Jeff Dunham. Coffee. Give me that shit right now. But I'll tell you what, it turned out so good. It is so good. Okay, let's smoke one more time. And let's open this damn box. Let's see what we got. So guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button to join the Wheaties family here on YouTube, where I am trying to get back here every day. I just went through a bladder transplant, so I am still healing. I'm starting to get a little bit more used to the stoma, but there's a lot to get used to. There's a lot. So I have to wear a bed thing around my waist at night so that if it leaks, it doesn't leak on my bed. As always, guys, fuck cancer, fuck anxiety, fuck depression. In with the good and out with the bad. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so this is May's boxing, and I'm sorry. I know the other June's box is on its way here, and I'm like, oh my god, I have so many videos to do. And I've been doing so many, let me tell you. So you guys are going to get some serious content. I've even picked back up with my The Emperor Wears No Clothes. I'm so excited. Okay, so first we're going to start here. Let's get the paperwork out the way, because that's what we do. So when you get your first big bonus box, this set of cards comes in with it. It doesn't come in with every set, just that first one that I've noticed. So first we have how the recipe box works. Our aromatherapist and team create the perfect recipes for your natural home. Number 2, we send you the pure oils at honest prices by cutting out the middleman and working with the best farms. And number 3, you make essential oil recipes that you make at home and more naturally. You can check these people out at simplyearth.com. I'll have to figure out what my code is, but you can get $50 off if you decide you want to do the monthly oil subscription, and I will make sure to get that into the description below. And then we have several cards of the same thing so that I can hand them out and give them to other people. So it says in here, it shows me the big bonus box and then the value. So what's included is the fractionated coconut oil, 6 5 ml bottles, 6 roll-on bottles, coconut oil, almond oil, and beeswax. So what happens is your big box comes in with a small box, which you will see on last month's video. This has coconut oil, beeswax, and containers to help you make recipes for your next 6 recipe boxes. Each month you'll receive a recipe box jam-packed with 4 essential oil recipe cards, containers, and more for fun extras. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so give a $50 voucher and get 50% off. So share your unique $50 voucher code with your friends. Subscribe. Your friends gets $10 off their first 5 months. Now claim you get 50% off a box for every friend that subscribes. So you can give it away. You can actually earn more. This is quite a bit you can do with this, which I love. So, but we've already been into that. And then we have Simply Earth. We started Simply Earth to make a natural home fun and easy. As part of that mission, we want to deliver you high-quality oils that are loved from farm to bottle and sell them to you at honest prices. Each box is put together with love and care to carry out our mission to make a natural home easy. Thanks for considering Simply Earth. If there's anything else our team can do to make your home more natural, let us know. Make your home more natural, Katie and Lee. So let's jump into this box. I actually really do like it. So these are the big bottles that I talked about, and these are the small roll-on bottles that I just talked about, which is kind of cool. So I just figured I'd show them to you since we just went over them and I forgot about them. They're like tucked back behind here. So most of this, all except for these 3 items, are from the first box, the bonus box, and the first monthly subscription. This is subscription number 2. Let's see what we got. So we have our recipes. So I'm going to put those aside for a moment. So we have Simply Earth Melt and Pour Soap Base. That's interesting. We have a handmade, 100% handmade soap, silicone mold, which I think is super cute. It is really cute. So then we have Simply Earth Rose Clay. I've never heard of rose clay before. It's actually really kind of pretty. And then we have our stickers of what we can make for the month. And our essential oils. So I'm just going to make this easy and pull them out this way since I have them all set up. This month's oils are Frankincense, Tranquility, Orange, and Palmarosa. No, it is up there. Okay. So let's test our little noses here. Palmarosa. It's interesting. So it says it comes from the grass plant part. I couldn't. Sharp and floral. It is very sharp and floral. Child safe 2+ and above. And then we have orange. This comes from the peel. Italy, and sweet and citrusy. Oh, wow. It smells just like an orange peel. Even down to the little bit of sweet bitters. Wow, that's nice. I like that. But I like orange too. It's probably because I wasn't allowed to eat oranges or drink orange juice for like 15 years. And the reason why I wasn't allowed to is because I had interstitial cystitis with my bladder. That was one of the problems that was going on inside the bladder, other than the cancer. And yeah, it just screwed it all up. And you can't have anything acidic. Otherwise, it burns the hell out of your bladder. But now that my bladder's gone and I have a pouch, I can drink it again. Whoa, what are you? Tranquility. That's very sharp. Wow. This does not have the same breakdown. Oh, okay, because it's several. So the ingredients in this are orange, lemon, patchouli, lang-lang, and Amarilla's essential oil. I have no idea if that's correct. Hopefully it is. This one has child safe for 10 and above. Wow. That has some serious flavor. I wish, or some serious scent to it. I wish we had smell-o-vision. You guys would like that one. It's definitely up there. It's definitely there. And this one is frankincense. Now, I've had frankincense in the little burner thingies, the little incense. That's the word. Yep, that's it. And it's kind of a, let's see, this is from the resin of a plant. And it's Boswellia syret. I'm not sure. It comes from India, and it's spicy and woody. That is right on the money. And I just got it on my lip. And this one is back to 2+ on age, so they are easier on the body. Okay. So that's what comes in the box, which is awfully beautiful. I wanted to show you this before we move on into the kitchen to make our product for today. This is the Simply Earth chapters that you can go through online. The teaching course. It has recipes. It has stuff that you can write your own blends in. It has all kinds of education in here, which I love. And then you have a full course that you can go through. So basically, you can watch the videos, you listen to the podcast or whatever is going on in that section, and then you start going through them. Each space will give you different areas, so like your living space, self-care, medicinal remedies, kitchen and bathroom areas. And then it goes through, it starts at the very beginning. What are essential oils? What are they? Because a lot of people don't know, and to be honest with you, I had an idea, but I wasn't completely sure, and I was kind of right and kind of wrong. So that is how it works. So it's nice. You can print each page. I have printed up to chapter 5, and then you can work on them on your own. You can do it while we're driving down in the car. I sit and I go through my little workbook, because there's times that we'll be driving for 2 to 3 hours. So it's ample time for me to go through a chapter or 2 of this. So we'll be in the car. I'll put my headphones in. I'll start doing this, and every chapter probably takes me about 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes, take the headphones out, sit down, talk to my husband, 10, 15 minutes, and then go to the next chapter. And that's kind of how I've been working it recently. But it has been insane around here, so. Oh, that's so good. So good. Okay, so the recipes for today are rose sugar scrub soap. Let's Be Frank, which does not tell me what exactly it is. Move camp from, oh, it's a roll-on. It's aromatherapy. Let's Be Frank aromatherapy. Herbal surface cleaner. Depuff Ice Facial. Unwind Diffuser Blend. Which I'm thinking for Simply Earth, that Unwind Diffuser Blend, it goes in, they have these diffuser bracelets that I believe is where the scent goes. I will do some research and find out for sure, because I actually am kind of curious. I want to try them, because I use aromatherapies for my anxieties and my stress disorders. So, and then Rose Quartz Soap. Okay. So, that's what we got on cards today. Today we are going to be making the Rose Sugar Soap Scrub. So, if you guys can give me a minute, we're going to transition into the kitchen portion of my trailer. Just so, do I have a vegetable out or a fruit out or something? Damn, I got these little fruit flies. So if you can give me 2 minutes, I will be right back with you. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. So we are going to make Rose Sugar Scrub Soap today. It says it takes about 10 minutes or so to do. So I'm going to show the card off first. So please feel free to pause the video if you would like to have the recipe. I will also put it down in the description below. Alrighty. Okay, so that is what we're up to. So, because I don't have the double broiler or anything like that, I am just going to melt everything right here on the stove, which will be perfect. I have my little bitty spatula here to make it easy. Because I'm using such a big pan with a little bitty soap thing, I'm going to try to make sure that I get as much of it in here as I can, but I'm not promising anything. So let's do this. Rose sugar scrub soap. It says it takes 10 minutes to do, and then the approximate shelf life is 1 year, and it makes about 2 ounces. So this is about a 2-ounce little mold. So in the instructions, in a small bowl, mix the rubbing alcohol and the rose clay. I forgot my small bowl. So here is my small bowl. And I need rubbing alcohol. 1 teaspoon. So today I have a little bit of treat for you guys. We're going to stop right here. Before I start mixing anything, let's do us a dab. But first, let me show you what I have as a little treat. This is alcohol. Rubbing alcohol. This is infused CBD rubbing alcohol, which means I'm going to put this in our face scrub today. Yeah, baby. So we're just going to stick that right there. That is the secret weapon today. So I have everything over here, kind of. Let's do this, guys. So, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button to join the Beauty family here on YouTube, where I am really trying to get back on here every day. I'm working at it. I promise you I'm working at it. I am bringing back The Emperor Wears No Clothes by Jack Herrer. You will start seeing that 2 days a week here very soon, because I have already started to record again. We are going to do some Gorilla Glue. Yum yum. Beautiful. So, you guys were wondering what I actually use to hold my little dab straw up. A silicone ashtray. Truly, that's a bowl. Okay. So, we got our teaspoon. And we are going to start with the rubbing alcohol. Put the sugar over here for now. And so, it is 1 teaspoon of rubbing alcohol. Now, I added a little extra because I didn't fill it all the way up to the top with this. So that'll kind of get it to go. And then alcohol with the rose clay. I love it when they make these things work. And, okay, maybe it will work. And it's not going to work, right? Okay. Ah! Right. It has a little smell to it. That's what it looks like. That is the color for the most part. Definitely interesting. So let's see. How much of this are we going to use? 1/4 teaspoon rose clay. So I'm going to go ahead and just wipe this out because I don't have another teaspoon one, I don't think. And I'm going to 1/4. I am like determined to try to drop this rose clay. Oh. Now we're just going to go ahead and mix it. You can almost use this as a blush, that rose clay. Here, let's see if you can see it better that way. So there's a little CBD in here as well. Okay. That's beautiful. Look at that. Takes a minute to get it all mixed in, but once it's in, it's good. In double broiler or in a microwave using 15-second intervals, mix the soap base with the almond oil. Okay. Had to think about that for a second. I'm like, do I want to use the microwave? Do I not want to use the microwave? So we're just going to go ahead and do it over the stove. So now I need to get my rose stuff. I need the soap base. So in a double boiler, melt the soap base. And how much soap base do I need? 1.5 cubes. So that one came out nicely. Let's see how well you do. Not bad. So this is easily cut and dropped into your pan, which is nice, I must say. Okay. With the almond oil. Almond oil. And how much of this are we doing? 1 tablespoon, which is in here. Because I use it when I make my coffee in the morning. I'm slowly learning how to make a latte to where I'm not making like a whole thermos full. I'm just doing like 1 cup at a time. And it's like Starbucks would do. I kind of copied their recipe. Totally messed that up. So don't do what I just did. I put it in the wrong one. Okay, so I have that in there. We are going to redo this one because I want to follow the recipe. And because I messed up. Okay. Cleaned it out. We're going to try this again. I will do it right one day. You should have seen what I did in the last one. I totally shattered a glass, so. Oh, I guess I should have it open all the way, huh? There is our infused alcohol. So that was basically why it's taken me so long to do this video for May. I was infusing my oil here, my alcohol here, trying to make it to where when I made some of these things with the alcohol, it had that good CBD effect in it. So probably gonna have to reorder more of this because I messed it up. Okay, back to mix. And then we are going to go back to our almond oil and soap bar. Okay. We got that back to normal here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start heating this. Now, because I'm basically putting everything in the same recipe, I'm going to use the same spatula here so I don't make more dishes for myself. So what do you guys want to see made out of all of these wonderfully beautiful natural products? Do you want to see candles? Would you guys like more of the face scrubs, lip scrubs, and things like that? What is it exactly that you're interested in seeing out of these? Because now I'm really interested in doing these. So I would really love to hear your comments in the down below. Throw them down there below, and I will definitely start putting a few things together here. Most of what I want to do is going to be infused with some good CBD, especially for like the melts that you're going to melt and the aromatherapy type stuffs, because that's actually really, really good for the person, the body. I got this super hot. It's what it kind of looks like. It's different. I still have a little bit of a hard cube in here. But I'm going to let the rest of it cool it off as well as melt what's in here. Because I don't want to overcook it, because you can burn this stuff. Trust me, I've done it. I need to add a little bit more heat. Because it does start coagulating when it starts cooling down. As I see. Knock it off. Take her. Okay, we got that nice and warm again. I'm going to let it sit right here so it stays good and warm. So now we're going to add the essential oils. So we need 4 drops of orange. Tigger, stop. One, 2, 3, 4. These come out fast. 2 drops of frankincense. 2. And 4 drops of tranquility. There you have it. So, and we are going to stir this in the mix. So, I don't know if you can see it very well. That's what it looks like with the essential oils attached. It's all yellow. Now it's hardening up, as you can see. rose clay mixture and stir to mix. Oh, that smells really weird. And a little strong on the eyes, actually. Whoa, really strong on the eyes. Okay, this says that once I add this sugar into it, it's going to get really cool and harden. So it suggests warming it up a little bit to make sure you get a good full mixture. Interesting. So we're going to go ahead and warm it up one more time. Now, as you'll see, because I'm doing this over the stove, over a gas stove, I'm removing it to stir it so that way I don't overcook the mixture. What happens if you overcook some of these mixtures is it'll melt the sugar that it's not supposed to do, because you want that sugar to stay intact. It'll make it to where you can't get it to even get a good consistency to where it won't harden, and you can't really use it. So you have to be real careful with how you do this and not overcooking it as well as undercooking it. All could be bad. You know, and that's where a double broiler, and I'm probably going to break down buy one, would be a whole lot better. Now, for shits and giggles, we are going to put this in here. That was hot. Keep it a mixing, keep it going. I'm doing it this way because I can always microwave it for a minute if I need to. Okay, now we are going to add our sugar. 3 tablespoons of sugar. One, 2, and 3. Holy shit. However, if you get to this point and you still need it to mix and you don't have a microwave available, because I'm an RVer, I like to, you know, test my boundaries, my abilities here. One of the things that you can do is kind of make up your own little personal double boiler. You put about this much water in a pot. Turn that sucker on and start heating the water. As soon as the water starts getting decently warm, I'm going to take the whole container and just set it in the pot for a few minutes and stir. While doing this, it shouldn't allow the mixture to get overly heated, but it should have it get at least good enough to where you can get everything melted and into the mold. Now, keep in mind that I'm using the same pot that I cooked in, so it's going to have a slimy bottom. Easiest way to combat that is to put some paper towels down on the counter, and when I take it out of this double boiler, this homemade double boiler, then I'll have some place to set it to where it doesn't get all over the place. And be careful, it gets hot. So it will start, the water inside this pan will start boiling quite quickly, simply because there's not a lot of water in it. Time may vary for altitude, also whether you're using gas or electric. And whether you're doing microwave. You can always do it in the microwave for up to 15-second intervals. I'm not doing the microwave because my generator's off, and I don't want to turn it back on. But it is softening quite nicely. Now remember, when you go to take this out of the water, it is going to be hot. So use protection of sorts. I am going to use the help of this beautiful toy. I'm going to shut this off. Oh yeah, it's blending way nicer. Didn't want to drop it, so, because I'm good at that, let me tell you. So now we're going to take this little mixture and shove it in our little mold. And be careful, the bowl will be hot. I'm using my fingernails so that way I don't burn my fingers. Nice. I'm just getting a nice good packing here. And it fits every last drop. That's one of these things I love the most about this, is that each recipe is made perfectly for the molds you have. Okay. That is what she looks like. So this is her. She will take about... Oh, I like this. I like the feeling of it. It's good and rough. I like that. Okay, so let's see here. Pour into soap mold and allow to completely cool to use. Cut the bar into 1-inch sections. Use in the shower or bath on skin to cleanse and exfoliate. Note, this scrub is best used on body, not face. Good to know. Okay, so now all I have to do is wait for all of this to dry, and it should come out. It does cool quickly though. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of speed up the process a little, is I'm going to take this, stick it in the freezer. Let us do a quick dab. We will pull her out, see how she is, and maybe we can separate the two. If not, I will attach a picture. So, as always, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button right down there. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button to join the Wheaties family here on YouTube. Let's do this. I am doing so much today. It's like video after video after video after video because I'm trying to get everything done. And make sure that I have content for a while. As always, guys, fuck cancer, fuck anxiety, fuck depression. In with the good and out with the bad. God, it tastes good. It really tastes good. But it really kind of goes with my coffee, too. They have, like, the same flavoring to them. That same flavor profile. It's really good. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be cooled at all enough. But... that's the bar of soap. So, yeah, it turned out really good. It did work. It's still actually a bit warm. So, I'm going to shove her back in there. I made sure that was the wording and everything was phrased back in there just so you guys could see the finished product for this one. But overall, yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I believe it's taken us a little bit more than 10 minutes, but it's been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, as always. As always, you know, I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video.